as you arriving onto your mat, have a folded mat or a folded towel close to you and place it underneath your shoulder blades. Make sure it's not underneath your lower back, it's underneath your shoulder blades, around the bra strap area. And as you are lying down, so your chest slightly bit elevated, make sure is it very comfortable. So if you have a slight debate that I'm in the wrong or the good position, if it's uncomfortable, it's probably you need to adjust your mat or your towel. If your head is not on the floor or you have a big stretch in the front of the neck, please unfold a little bit the mat or the towel, so make it a little bit lower. If you want, keep your legs straight or bring your legs into butterfly pose. If you start to work with the hip area a little bit, bending your knees, soles of the feet together. And you can simply just open your arms nice and wide. Or if you want to have a little extra stretch, grab your elbows and try to rest your arms on the floor. And just close your eyes. Have a nice deep inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, feel free to exhale out through your mouth. Have a long, long sigh. And simply just stay in this position for a couple of breaths. Start to really feel how is your body today. Start to connect with your body, with your mind, with your heart. Feel the weight of your feet on the floor, and if your legs in butterfly pose, just allow your knees to be very heavy. Anytime if you feel it's too much for your body, please bring your knees together and after open them again. Anytime if something painful in the position during the practice, this is the clear sign that you went a little bit too far. So just step back a little bit. Feel the weight of your head on the floor, weight of your arms. Maybe you lifted your arms overhead, grabbing your elbows, so you have a nice stretch in the armpit, in the shoulder, in the chest area. Just feel, just sense. Lengthen your inhale, feeling the weight of your body on the towel or on the folded mat. Breathe into the heart area, breathe into the chest area. If it's not super easy to breathe, allow yourself to lengthen the breath, just a fraction. Consciously lengthen the breath. And slowly as you're creating space, you will find it's getting more and more easy to breathe in the position. Breathing into the side of the rib cage, front of the rib cage. And just as in every single yoga practice, it's nice to work with an intention. As your mind getting more and more quiet in this position, think through what is your intention for today. Maybe you simply want to be a little bit more flexible. Maybe you want to release the pain from your body. That's perfect. Think about your practice as an offering. Offering it for yourself, for other person, for a project, or whatever is going on in your life. And as we are going through the practice, remind yourself, every breath, every movement is happening because of this reason. Stay there for a couple of more breaths. Lengthen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. For the next little sequence, you have two options. You can keep the towel or the mat underneath your chest, or you can remove from underneath. So if you feel that is a big stretch and is already challenging for you being in the pose, this is the moment I ask you to roll onto your side and slowly remove whatever is underneath your chest, and after roll back onto your back into exactly the same position, or stay as you are with the support. Okay? Nice. Now open your arms nice and wide, creating kind of a T shape. If your arms been lifted, keep your legs into butterfly pose. If your legs been straight, bring your legs into butterfly pose. And we will start to twist a little bit, stretch the spine. So breathe in here. And as you exhale, slowly bring the right knee on the top of the left knee. Imagine your legs like a book and you're closing the book. And adjust, feel free to adjust. Bring your knees maybe a little bit closer to the chest. Now with the next inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky and rest your right arm on the top of the left. So now basically lying on your left side. So exhale out, stay in the position. Now as you inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky and right arm resting on the floor behind you. Turn your head towards the right hand. You are back to twisted position. And with the next inhale, slowly open your knees. Again, you're opening the book. Always feel free to adjust the pose. And as you exhale, stay there, breathe there. At the side, with the next inhale, bring the left knee on the top of the right. Bring the knees a little bit closer to the chest. Feel free to adjust the pose, however it feels good. And exhale out, soften. Inhale, lift the left arm, rest the left palm on the top of the right. And again, just stay there, just breathe, just exhale out. 2 more times on each side. With the next inhale, lift the left arm up, rest the left arm on the floor, turn your head towards the left hand, exhale out, soften. Inhale, open the book, open the left knee, and again, adjust a little bit, exhale out, soften. Inhale, close the right knee on the top of the left one, exhale out, move your knees a little bit closer to the chest. Inhale, lift the right arm up, rest the right palm on the top of the left, and as you exhale, stay and soften. Inhale, lift your right arm up, turn your head towards the right hand, exhale out, soften. Inhale, open the right knee, adjust the legs, adjust the pelvis position, exhale out, be very, very, very heavy. Back to twist. Inhale, left knee on the top of the right. Bring your knees slightly bit closer to the chest. Exhale out, soften, soften, soften. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Rest the left palm on the top of the right. As you exhale, make your upper body very heavy, mainly if you're working with the support underneath the body. 1 more time on each side. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Left arm behind you, turn your head towards the hand. Exhale out, exhale out, exhale out. Inhale, open your left knee. Again, opening the book, adjust the pelvis. Exhale out, everything is super soft. Inhale, close the book, right knee on the top of the left. Bring the knees just a fraction closer to your chest. Exhale out, soften. Inhale, lift your right arm up, rest the right palm on the top of the left. Exhale out, whole body is super soft. And last half round, lift your right arm up. Right arm on the floor, turn your head towards the right hand, exhale out, everything is soft. Inhale, open the right knee, and again, adjust the pelvis, exhale out, soften your knees, getting closer and closer to the floor. And with the next inhale, left knee on the top of the right, exhale out, soften. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And rest the left palm on the top of the right. Exhale out, soften, stay there for the breath. And now we will remove the towel or the folded mat underneath. So slowly press the left palm into the floor, lift the chest, remove the support and lie down on your back again, okay? Bring both knees next to the chest. Now just feel, just sense for a moment that the whole back is flat on the floor. Give the weight of your body to the earth. And resting your hands on your knees, on your shins, draw a couple of circles with your knees towards one direction. Feel free to start with small circles. Make the circles a little bit bigger. Just enjoy that the earth massaging your back, lower back. Exhaling out every time when you feel there is a little bit of more tension in the body, in the mind, in the heart. Change the direction of the circles, start with small ones, make them bigger and bigger and bigger. And because we are working a little bit with the hip area, let's start the practice with reclined pigeon position, which means rest your right ankle on the top of your left thigh, close to the left knee. Make sure your the right ankle is flexing. And hands behind the left knee, or if it's okay for you, on the left shin, and simply just allow your hands to be heavy. And make sure your lower back flat on the floor, okay? Your body is your friend. Your body wants to help you, which means sometimes if the position is a little bit tight for us, the lower back is lifted off the floor, which means you're basically not really doing that stretch, okay? So keep the lower back flat on the floor. Allow your hands to be very heavy. Your left knee is getting closer and closer to the chest. And just stay there for a couple of breaths. If you feel, actually I'm kind of okay-ish in this pose, but I can go a little bit further, then press your right elbow or right palm against your right knee. So basically your right knee is traveling away from you and the left knee is traveling towards you, okay? But feel free to forget the right leg and work on the left side only. And I'm not even asking you pull your knee towards the chest. I'm just asking you to allow your hands to be heavy on the leg, okay? And again, as you inhale, feel free to release the pose just a millimeter, a half millimeter, create a little ease. And as you exhale, allow your hands to be heavy. Your left knee is getting closer and closer to the chest. Stay there for 2 or 3 more breaths. Again, if you feel that your breath is slightly bit short, consciously make your breath just a fraction longer. Exhaling out, feel free to count your breath. How long is your inhale? How long is your exhale? And if you find your breath is pretty short, 2 or 3 breaths, then make just a little bit longer. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale out 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, just breathe, just soften. Brilliant. And now with the next breath, keep your legs as they are, release your arms resting on the floor. Lower the sole of the left foot on the floor, is flat. And as you exhale, lower the left knee towards the left and the sole of the right foot flat on the floor, okay? Feel free to adjust, maybe move your pelvis a little bit towards the right. Make sure you feel relatively comfortable. And now if you feel super comfortable, because again we are working with the hip area, imagine I'm standing or someone standing at the back edge of the mat and someone pulling your right knee away from you, okay? Again, find the position when you feel some sensation. Sole of the right foot flat on the floor, so it's not lifted, and someone pulling your right knee away from you. Again, if you want to help yourself, with one of your hand, push your right knee slightly bit away from you. Watch what you feel, how you feel. Again, be gentle, come back to the breath. Count your breath if you are not sure. Every inhale, feel free to release the pose. You need to create space for the air you are breathing in. And as you every exhale, just deepen the pose, just a teeny tiny bit. We are not aggressive with our body. We are not the enemy of our body. We are our own best friend. So always find the edge when you feel something, when you have sensation, but never seek pain. Okay? Stay there for 2 more breaths. Long inhale, long exhale. And as you exhale, just soften, 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 soften. Beautiful. Stay there for 1 more breath. Nice. And let's deepen the twist. Slowly lower the right knee on the floor as well as you're turning your head towards the right hand. Feel free to move the pelvis a little bit towards the right. Okay, so kind of keeping your spine parallel to the long edge of the mat. If you want to cross your legs, that's perfectly fine. If you want to just rest the 2 knees on top of each other, that's perfectly fine. Find the kind of twist is okay for your body, okay? Always work with what you have in this very moment. As you will see in this video, I will give you options. I'm not giving you the second and the third option to be in that pose and suffer. I give you that options if you feel in the version 1 very slight sensations, then it's time to go a little bit further, a little bit deeper. Okay? Watch how your body feels. And maybe yesterday you had Garudasana legs in this position, which means you hooked your toes behind the calf. But today, by some reason, resting the 2 legs on top of each other is the appropriate one. Maybe you have pain in your body. So just really be mindful, really listen. Stay there for 2 more breaths. Facial muscles super soft. Your tongue is resting in the lower part of your mouth. Just breathe, just soften. Last breath there. Nice. And slowly bring both knees back to the center. Keep your knees bent. Rest the soles of the feet on the floor as wide as your mat. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, slowly open both knees to the right as you're turning your head towards the left. Inhale, knees pointing up towards the sky. As you exhale, lower your knees to the left as you're turning your head towards the opposite direction. Kind of like a windscreen wiper, okay? Move a little bit. With every inhale, knees pointing up towards the sky. As you exhale, knees on one side. Inhale, knees back to the center. As you exhale, knees on the other side. Work with the breath. Do it 2 more times on each side. Always work with the breath. Think about your yoga practice like a moving meditation. Nice. And with the next inhale, bring both knees back to the center. And let's do the previous little sequence on the other side. So now your left ankle is on the top of your right thigh. Make sure you are not overstretching the ankle, okay? Keep your left ankle, left foot flexed, and bring the right knee close to the chest. Hands behind your right knee, you threading your left arm in between the two legs. Rest your hands behind the knee, on the shin, and as you exhale, keep the lower back flat on the floor and just breathe, knee getting closer to the chest. Again, you have your option if you want. Press your left elbow against your left knee or left palm and just stay there for 4 or 5 breaths. If you have any moment, feel free to stop the video or feel free to choose one position and just practice that in your spare time. You can stay in the position a little bit longer. Okay? This practice is like, use it like a cookbook, like a recipe. You don't have to follow any recipe step by step. I mean, at least when I cook, I don't even use cookbook, but if I use, I just read the recipe and I just watch, do I have everything at home or not? And if not, I just add something. So really create what is your dish today, what is your food today, how your body feels, your mind feels, what is your energy level. Stay there for 2 more breaths. Inhale, release slightly bit. As you exhale, knee getting closer and closer to the chest. Just celebrate that your body is able to do what you're doing now. Get ready for the twist. Slowly keep your legs as they are. Release your hands, sole of the right foot flat on the floor. And as you're lowering your right knee to the right, find the floor with the sole of the left foot. Keep it nice and flat. And as you exhale, again, someone pulling your left knee away from your chest, away from you, okay? Again, feel free to use one of your hands to push your left knee away from you if that's appropriate. Otherwise, just stay in the pose and keep the awareness on the leg, on the sensation, on the breath. Don't forget, this is your practice. You know how your body feels, so create the practice following the insight of your own being. Every inhale, you can breathe in whatever you need in your life this moment. Every exhale, release, soften, just really let go. Let go of the thoughts. What is in your mind in this very moment is very interesting as you go through the practice. You concentrating, oh my God, I'm so stiff. Oh my God, I have so much pain in my body. Or you just acknowledge, okay, this is what I feel. And as I exhale, I just let go, just let go. This is just whatever I'm experiencing in this very moment right now. It means it's happening in this very moment right now. We don't know what will happen in the next moment. Just let go, just keep your mind open. Stay curious. Stay there for the breath. Nice, and get ready for twist. Again, lowering the left knee towards the floor. Shift your bum, shift your pelvis a little bit backwards towards the left side of the mat. And again, choose your position for the legs, 2 legs resting on top of each other, keep them crossed, or again, hook the toes behind the calf, Garudasana legs if that's available. How your body feels. Turn your head towards the left hand, create a beautiful twist in the whole spine. And if you find slightly bit more difficult to breathe, keep your mind, keep your awareness on the left side of the ribcage, on the left side of the body. Breathe there. Visualize, imagine the little muscles between the ribs. And just breathe, just lengthen. As you exhale, soften these muscles. As you're breathing in, you stretch these muscles a little bit. Lengthen your breath. Create more space. And whatever you need in your life, you have more space, a little bit more energy, more contentment. Whatever you need in this very moment. 2 more breaths. Everything is soft. Nice. Last inhale. Brilliant. And with the next inhale, slowly bring your knees back to the center. Again, uncross your legs. Feel free to draw a couple of circles with your knees, resting your hands on your knees, on your shins. Bringing the lower back to neutral. Giving a little massage for this part of the body. And we are moving into child pose, starting a little sequence, mobilizing the spine. So you have 2 options. Roll onto your side and find your way to come up, pressing one palm into the floor. Or if you want, just lift your forehead next to your knees and roll up into seated position. Okay? Find your way to come up. If you have any injury, I recommend you to practice the first one. And come into child pose, knees slightly bit wider, feet, big toes touch. And walk your hands towards the front edge of the mat. And we will practice cat and cow pose with added downward facing dog. So with the next inhale, breathing into the back of the body, just feel the back of the body. It was supported by the earth. There wasn't too much movement until now. So stay there for a moment. Stand all of your awareness, the breath into the back of the body, lower back, middle back, upper back. Nice. And with the next inhale, slowly come into all 4 position. Make sure your knees hip width apart. Make sure your knees underneath your pelvis, your hip. And make sure your wrists underneath your shoulders. And roll the shoulders back as you're breathing in, looking forward. Lift the chin slightly bit, but the back of the neck is not squeezed. Okay, so you're lengthening the neck, but you don't need to look up towards the sky. Lifting your tailbone, the belly button, someone pulling the belly button down, so the lower back is super heavy, okay? And as you exhale, slowly lift the belly button up towards the sky like someone pushing it up. You're rounding the spine, head is super heavy between your arms, and slowly lower the bum to the heels. You are in child pose. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, back to all 4 position, arch, shoulders traveling back. Back of the neck nice and long. Don't lift your head too high. As you exhale, round your spine. Try to reach the ceiling with the lower back as you're sitting on your heels. Back to child pose. Okay, now we will add downward facing dog. Inhale, you are in all 4 position. Arch. This is called cow pose. Shoulders back, neck nice and long. And as you exhale, tuck your toes under and slowly come into downward facing dog. Keep your knees slightly bit bent and use the floor like you're pushing yourself away from the floor. Try to sit on the wall or whatever is behind you with your sit bones. Okay, knees slightly bit soft. Concentrate, lengthen the spine. Inhale, knees on the floor, looking forward, arch. Beautiful, shoulders back. As you exhale, round your spine, sit on your heels, child pose, head between your arms. Inhale, back to all 4 position, arch. Arms nice and long, shoulders back, neck beautiful, long. You are like a turtle. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, keeping your knees slightly bit bent, spine super long. You're pushing yourself back, like someone pulling your pelvis back. Inhale. Knees on the floor, looking forward, arch, long neck. You arching the spine. As you exhale, round your spine, reach the sky with your lower back, sit on your heels, child pose. Inhale, back to all four position, arch. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, keep your knees slightly bit soft. And now stay in downward facing dog and simply just move a little bit, okay? Your feet on the same spot, start to walk on the same spot, one leg straight, other knee bent. I really love to move my pelvis towards one direction, other direction. It gives a beautiful stretch for the side of the body, for the armpits. But again, listen to your body, what is the best. Feel free to shake your head, nod your head, like you're saying yes or no. Just move, just walk. Nice. Feel free to exhale out through your mouth. If this is your first downward facing dog today, maybe you feel awful lot of stretch. It depends on your lifestyle. It depends what happened yesterday, how much stress, how much sitting, how much physical work do you have in your life. Stay there for a breath. Nice. And now we start to activate the feet and start to stretch the back of the leg, the hamstrings area. So with the next breath, slowly with teeny tiny steps, start to walk your feet towards your hands. Walk your feet forward. Keep your feet hip distance apart. This is the moment. If you find the floor is super far from you, feel free to grab bricks or blocks or books, place something underneath your hands to lift your hands a little bit away from the floor, or just keep the fingertips on the floor. Find your pose, stay there, breathing. And now slowly bending your knees, lower your bum towards your heels as you're lifting your heels off the floor. Okay, so come onto your tiptoes. Lift your heels as high as you can, as high as you can. Bring your chin very close to the chest. You might find a nice stretch in the muscle which are around your spine. It depends on your body. You can feel this stretch in the tailbone area, in the lower back, middle back, neck, shoulders. So it's really, or maybe even very close to your head, to the skull. So again, it really depends on your body. Now this will be our inhale position. Stay in this pose for a breath. And as you exhale back to the previous pose, slowly lower your heels down, straighten your legs. If you want to go a little bit further, lift the balls of the feet, not just the toes, the balls of the feet. You're shifting your body weight back, your heels on the floor. Okay, let's do it 3 or 4 more times. Inhale. Bending your knees, lift your heels as high as you can, chin close to the chest. And as you exhale, legs straight or straight-ish. Don't stress yourself. It will come slowly. Lift the balls of the feet. Shift your body weight back. Inhale, bending your knees, bum next to your heel. Lift your heels very, very high, chin close to the chest. As you exhale, legs straight or straight-ish. Shift your body weight back if that's available. Inhale again, bending your knees, lift your heels, chin close to the chest. And as you exhale, exhale out from the back of the legs. Beautiful, slowly lengthening the legs. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, bending your knees, lower the bum, lift your heels higher, 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 higher. Chin close to the chest. As you exhale, legs getting long or longer. Nice. Shift your body weight back if your body is happy. Lift the balls of the feet. And slowly again, bending your knees. Let's go back to the position when your heels very close to the bum. Heels very, very, very high. And let's stay there for 4 or 5 breaths. Lengthen the muscles around the spine. Chin very close to the chest. Lift your heels, lift your heels, lift your heels. Activating the soles of the feet. Stretching the muscles around the spine. Soften the facial muscles, soften the shoulders. Nice, just breathe. Exhaling out, lift the heels a little bit higher. Of course, if you have knee injury, I think it's better if you skip this pose and you stay with the previous position when you're lengthening the back of the legs, okay? So if anything is painful, it means maybe it's not the position your body wants to do today. Stay there for 1 more breath. Nice. And let's go back to the back of the legs, to the hamstrings. As you exhale, slowly straighten your legs. Feel free to move a little bit, walk a little bit. And with the next breath, interlace the fingers behind you. Lift your hands up towards the sky, breathing straighten both legs. And as you exhale, bend one knee. Let's say bend your right knee. Nice. And turn the chest towards the straight leg. Like you want to reach the right knee with your right shoulder. Perfect. Again, it's really nice. If you want, stay still in the position. If you have awful lot of sensation, feel free to stay still. If you have sensation but not too much, it's really nice to experiment with the body. Maybe shift your bum a little bit to one side, other side. But I'm talking about teeny tiny movements, not big movements, just micro movements. Shift the pelvis towards any direction. Maybe if it's too much for the legs, soften the straight leg a little bit and after straighten. Reach the sky with your hands, reaching up. We're creating a little extra space in the shoulder, in the chest area in the meantime. Stay there for 3 or 4 breaths. This is the moment you might feel awful lot of sensation, so don't forget to breathe, okay? Then I'm saying 3 or 4 breaths. I'm not talking about inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. No. I'm talking about nice and smooth and long breaths, okay? Lengthen the breath. Make it at least 4 count long. And if it's too much, the sensation is too strong and you cannot breathe properly, this is time to soften the pose a little bit. Stay there for 1 more breath. Nice. And again, change the side, soften both knees for a moment. And now your right leg straight, left knee bent, and turning the chest towards the right leg. Lift your hands up. If you feel a little bit challenged and your hands resting on your lower back, that's fine. Lift your hands just a millimeter off the lower back, okay? That's perfectly fine. Work with what you have today. And again, if you want, shift your body weight back and forward. Move the pelvis towards any direction. Feel free to fidget. And at one point, just stay in the position when you feel, wow, I have a nice stretch here. And just enjoy. Just celebrate your body. Say thank you for yourself turning up on your mat today. Say thank you for your body being able to accompany you and do this whole practice. Lots of times we are just taking everything granted and we just keep the grumpy thoughts in our mind. Oh, I'm not flexible enough. Oh, I have lots of sensation. Instead of thinking about, wow, I had this lots of sensation. Wow, my body is able to stand on the mat. I don't need anyone's help to do this practice. I can do it by myself. Stay there for a breath, celebrate, breathe. And slowly soften, bend both knees, hands on your hips and come up into standing position. If you are not at the front edge of the mat, come up to the front edge of the mat. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Bring your palms together next to your heart. Lift the pubic bone slightly bit up towards the belly button like you are zipping up a tight trouser. Just really soft with a really small engagement in the abdominal region to support your lower back. Make sure inner arches of your feet are lifted. Close your eyes for a moment. Just feel your feet. Feel your body. You are the bridge, the connection between the earth and the sky. Your little roots are growing down, gathering the energy from the heart of the Mother Earth. And the crown of the head is able to reach the sky, contacting with Father Sky. And you are this little pearl between the two. Stay there for a breath. Remind yourself what was your intention. And with the next inhale, slowly open your eyes. Hook your thumbs, front of your body. Open your fingers nice and wide. Zip up your invisible trouser. Lift the pubic bone towards the belly button a little bit. Inhale, lift your arms up. And again, don't need to do anything. Stay there for 3 or 4 breaths. Keep the center of your body engaged. Keep your eye on a gazing point, okay? Don't look up, please. Looking forward. And try to reach whatever is behind you with your hands, okay? Your hands, your arms traveling backwards. Again, maybe you will find a little bit hard to breathe here. Just soften your shoulders, soften your facial muscles, and just stay in the pose. Breathing in here, reach the sky with your hands. As you exhale, reach the wall or whatever is behind you with your hands. Arms, hands traveling backwards. That will open a little bit the chest area, the armpit area. Stay there for 2 more breaths. Keep the center of your body engaged. Don't allow your pelvis just to run forward. Keep looking forward. You don't need to look up. Keep centered, your body centered. Stay there for a breath. Nice. As you exhale, soften both knees, folding forward, interlacing the fingers behind you. Both legs are straight. Lift your hands up. Stay there for a breath. Breathe in here. Get ready for downward facing dog. As you exhale, bend both knees, hands on the floor, and walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Stay there for a breath. And as you exhale, slowly come into plank position. Keep zipping up your invisible trouser. And now we will move into side plank. So separate the 2 feet, let's say hip width apart, okay? Keep the center engaged and breathe in here. Nice. Beautiful. And with the next inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky as you're lowering your heels to the right. As you exhale, hands back on the floor, back to plank. Inhale, lift your right arm up, lower your heels to the left. And back to the center. If it's too much, please keep your knees on the floor, okay? And again, inhale, lower the heels to the right, lift the left arm up. And back to plank. Inhale, lift your right arm up, lower your heels, move your arm, allow your right arm to be very heavy, and hands on the floor. 2 more times on each side. If it's too much, knees on the floor, just rest. Inhale, heels on the right, lift the left arm up, left arm very heavy. Maybe lift your balls of the feet off the floor. And again, hands back to the floor. Inhale, lift your right arm up, right arm very heavy, opening the chest slightly bit. And both hands on the floor. Last time, if you want, you can keep the 2 feet on top of each other. And lift the left arm, heels on the right. Exhale out, back to plank. Inhale, lift the right arm, heels on the floor on the left side. And back to plank. Stay there for a breath. Still zipping up, don't lose your lower back. And as you exhale over the whole body on the floor, let's go back to stretch a little bit the front of the shoulder, the chest, okay? Extend the left arm towards the left. Bend your right knee. And slowly, as you're lifting your right knee off the floor, lower the right foot behind you. It's nice if you adjust the pose a little bit, moving the pelvis a little bit towards the right side. It's not necessary, it's optional. And if you feel super comfortable in this position, pressing your right palm into the floor, front of the chest, and turn the chest a little bit more towards the sky. Stay there for a couple of breaths, 1 or 2 breaths, just feel, just sense. Maybe you stay in this pose today. If your head is in the air, please use something underneath your head, a towel or a block or something, okay? Head is resting on the floor. You are very chilled in this position, very heavy in this position. Now, options. If you want to go, or your body allows you to go further, actually, check out, your body allows you to do, or your brain wants to push you and your body is not ready for it, okay? Listen to the body. In this case, you have options. Bend both knees pointing up towards the sky. If you want, you can try to reach the left hand with the right one. These are all just extra tweaks, extra added things. It's not how you have to be or should be in this pose today. I really like to bend my left elbow, so it's a little bit deeper stretch on the chest. So if you want to try, then come with me, roll back onto your front, bend your left elbow, and roll back onto your left side. In this case, probably even if you've been able to bend both knees, maybe in this position is a little bit, you start to kind of work from scratch, and maybe just one knee able to be bent. Stay there for 2 more breaths, wherever you are. Arms straight or bend. one knee bent or both knees bent. Close your eyes, just breathe. Nice, last breath there. Again, feel free to stay longer, stop the video if you wish, or let's work on the other side. Slowly roll back onto your front. And this time extend the right arm to the right, and as you're bending your left knee, slowly roll onto your right side, roll towards the right arm. Find your position first, feel the pose, sense the pose. And if your body is happy to go a little bit further, you have your options. Bend both knees, bend your right elbow. If you want to bend your elbow, always roll back onto your front, adjust the arm, and after roll back to the side, okay? Just breathe, just soften. And when we are working on the two sides separately, it's very nice to acknowledge what do you feel on one side and what do you feel on the other side. And when you realize that one side is less or more open, is not the time and the space for self-criticism, is the time and the space to acknowledging, to knowing more your body, to understand, yes, maybe I need a little bit more time on this side, a little bit more love on this side, but is not the reason, all of this sensation, feeling that is not the reason to criticizing ourselves that I'm good or not good enough. You are just perfect as you are. Stay there for one more breath. And slowly roll back onto your front. Press your palms into the floor next to the chest. Child pose for a couple of breaths. Open your knees just a little bit wider. Forehead on the floor, and allow your arms to rest alongside of your legs. Shoulders very heavy. Just stay there for 2 or 3 breaths. Give a little break for the body. Tailbones heavy. Breathe into the back. One more breath. Nice. And with the next breath, let's go back to all 4 position. Okay, so hands and knees on the floor, and keep your pelvis above your knees, and slowly walk your hands forward. Keep your palms, or if you need more space, fingertips on the floor, and try to reach the floor with the chest. Make sure your neck is relaxed, so maybe your forehead, maybe your chin on the floor. Stay there for 3 breaths. Imagine someone pulling your chest down towards the floor. So make sure your legs are not in child pose, okay? Your pelvis, your bum is above your knees. Stay there, breathe there. In this position, if your chest super close to the floor, you can use bricks or blocks underneath your hands to elevate your hands, so you have more space for the chest to traveling down. Last breath there. And walk your hands back into all 4 position, and through child pose slowly come back into downward facing dog. Move in down dog a little bit if you wish, or just stay still, is your choice. Perfect. And with the next inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky, bend your left knee, try to kick your bum with your left heel. Okay, stay there for a breath, breathing in here. And as you exhale, bring your left knee next to the chest, like you want to kiss your knee. Inhale, lift your left leg up, bend your knee, lift the hip, left leg super heavy. As you exhale, left elbow, left knee together. At least this is the direction, this is the intention. Inhale, lift your left leg up, bend your knee, lift the hip. As you exhale, right elbow, left knee. Nice. Inhale, lift the left leg, lift, 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 lift. And as you exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Nice. Drop your right knee. And with the next breath, slowly straighten your left leg. Good. Flexing your left foot. Adjust your left leg. Feel free to grab the ankle and help your leg to get into the foot into the right position. Good. Inhale. Fingertips on the floor. If you need to use bricks or block, feel free. Inhale. Flex the left foot. Lift the chest. Turn the belly button a little bit towards the straight leg and fold forward. Okay, now that will be our exhale position. Inhale position. As you're breathing in, bend your front knee Lift your arms up, moving the pelvis forward. Feel free to hook your thumbs, open the fingers, moving your arms backwards. And as you exhale, straighten your front leg and folding forward, foot flexed. Move your left hip back a little bit, right hip forward. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, bend your front knee, pelvis traveling forward. Keep your eye on a gazing point. Try not to look up because it's really easy to use your balance. Keep concentrating on the center of your body. Look after your lower back. As you exhale, left leg straight, flex your foot, folding forward. Good. And one more time. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Lift your arms, bend your knee, pelvis traveling a little bit forward. And as you exhale, front leg straight. Find a position for your hands. Stay there for 3 or 4 breaths again. Move your left hip back, right hip forward. Just again, micro movements. Make sure when I'm asking you to flex your left foot, I'm not asking you to flex your toes only, okay? Flex the whole foot. Nice, like you want to scratch your nose with your toes. Like someone pulling your left heel away from you and the left side of the pelvis backwards. So you're lengthening the left leg. Stay there for 2 breaths. And instead of wanting to kiss your knee, lengthen the spine and try to reach your left thigh with the belly button. One more breath there. Enjoy what you have. Beautiful. Say thank you for yourself doing this practice. And get ready for twist. Slowly bend your front knee. Lift both arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, press your right elbow against your left knee. Lift your left elbow towards the sky. And not just pressing your right elbow against your knee, but press your knee against your elbow, okay? Again, find your gazing point. It's not necessary to look up. Find the gazing point. Keep the pose stable. As your knee is pressing against your elbow, is deepening the pose and giving a little extra stability for the posture. If you want right knee on the floor, or imagine someone pulling your right heel back, okay, lifting your right knee off the floor. Concentrate someone pulling your right heel back, left knee forward. If you want to go a little bit further, options, slowly extend your right arm, fingertips on the floor, left arm reaching up. Or if you feel comfortable, you can bind your hands, which means right arm underneath your leg and left hand behind you and just grab your hands. Again, this is optional. Feel free to stay with version 1. One more breath. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, lower both hands on the floor, come back into downward facing dog, move a little bit, walk a little bit. And let's do exactly the same little sequence on the other side. Lift your right leg up, bend your knee, lift the hip, right leg super heavy, like a dog which is peeing on the tree, okay? As you exhale, knee next to the chest, round your spine. Inhale, lift your right leg up, bend your knee, lift the hip. As you exhale, right knee, right elbow together. Or this is our intention at least. Inhale, lift your right leg up, bend your knee, lift the hip. As you exhale, opposite leg, opposite arm. Lift your lower back up, 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 up. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Again, adjust the right foot, flex your right foot. Breathing in here. If you need something underneath your left knee, please fold your mat or have some padding. Turn the belly button towards the straight leg, folding forward. Exhale out, feel the pose. And let's move as you're breathing in. Bend your right knee, pelvis forward, arms reaching up. Keep your eye on a gazing point. Try to reach something behind you with your hands. As you exhale, right leg straight. Straighten your leg. Folding forward. Inhale, bend your knee, lift your arms, pelvis forward. As you exhale, right leg straight, flex your foot. Good, one more time. Inhale, knee bent, arms lifted. Breathe into the chest, in the heart. As you exhale, front leg straight. Stay there for 4 breaths. Flexing your right foot. Right hip back, left hip forward. Every exhale, turn the belly button a little bit more towards the straight leg. Every exhale, try to reach your right thigh with the belly button. Keep your facial muscles soft. Keep the whole position soft, even is not the easiest pose. If your knee doesn't want to be straight, if your leg doesn't want to be straight, use bricks or blocks underneath your hands. Stay there for 2 more breaths. Super long inhale, super long exhale. Say thank you for these muscles in the back of the leg working so hard, and now you're giving them back. You love them a little bit. Stay there for a breath. Getting ready for the twist again. So with the next inhale, slowly bend your front knee, lift your arms up towards the sky, reach up. As you exhale, palms together next to your heart, press your left elbow against your right knee. Again, don't forget the secrets, eye on a gazing point. Pressing your knee against your elbow, and stay there or left leg straight. Stay there or extend your arms. Stay there or bind your hands. Find your position. Breathe there, soften. 2 more breaths. Find the stability in the pose. Find the breath. Find the softness. Last inhale. Nice. And slowly both hands on the floor. Release the pose. Come back into downward facing dog. Move a little bit. Walk a little bit if you wish. Perfect. And as you exhale, simply just lower both knees on the floor. Bring your knees together. Separate your feet. Keep the brick or the block or the folded towel underneath your bum if you feel is too much for the knees, too much for the ankles, too much stretch in the front of the thigh, okay? So feel free to have something, even a book is perfect or a couple of books. Place your sit bone on them or sit on the floor. And with the next inhale, lift both arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, arms parallel to the floor. Front of you, cross your right arm, right elbow on the top of the left. Top of your hands or palms together, or grab your right thumb. And as you inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Like you want to reach the sky with the ceiling with the fingertips. And as you exhale, bring your elbows next to the belly button, like you're pushing your belly button back, 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 back. Chin close to the chest. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Looking up. Mobilizing the neck a little bit. As you exhale, elbows next to the belly button. You're rounding your upper back. Try not to lean forward, okay? Just your elbows next to the belly button, chin close to the chest. Head is heavy. 2 more times. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Turn your gaze towards the sky. As you exhale, elbows next to the belly button. Shoulders very heavy, create lots of space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Look up. And as you exhale, elbows next to the belly button. And let's stay there for 3 or 4 breaths. Your hands traveling towards the floor, super slowly. Elbows glued together. If you're releasing your elbows, of course it's really easy to move your hands towards the floor. Keep your elbows glued together. Elbows pushing your belly button backwards. Chin close to the chest. 2 more breaths there. Just breathe. Lengthen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Nice. Soften the facial muscles. 1 more breath. And with the next inhale, lift both arms up towards the sky. Untangle your arms. Reaching up. Lengthen. And as you exhale, just for 1 breath, downward facing dog. Give a little break for the ankles, for the knees. Hands on the floor, come into downward facing dog. If you want to move a little bit, walk a little bit. And again, lower your knees on the floor, knees together, separate your feet. And maybe you want to try now, if you had any padding, if you had any elevation underneath your bum, maybe just sit on the floor. Watch how your body feels. And again, lift your arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, arms parallel to the floor. Now cross the left elbow on the top of the right. And again, palms together, top of your hands together. Grab your left thumb. As you're breathing in, lift your hands up. Lift your elbows, reach the sky, the ceiling with the fingertips. As you exhale, elbows next to the belly button. Don't lean forward, concentrate on your upper back. Inhale, lift, turn your face towards the sky. As you exhale, elbows next to the belly button, like someone pushing your elbow, pushing your belly button backwards, chin close to the chest. 2 more times, inhale, lift. Still breathing. As you exhale, elbows next to the belly button. Last time, inhale, lift. As you exhale, elbows next to the belly button. And again, stay there for 3 or 4 breaths. Elbows close to the belly button, elbows glued together, and maybe your hands are traveling closer and closer to the floor. Maybe not. Chin close to the chest. Soften the facial muscles. Just breathe. 2 more breaths there. Last inhale. Beautiful. And with the next inhale, untangle your arms, lift your arms up towards the sky, reach up, make yourself super long. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Place both hands on the floor. And again, move a little bit, walk a little bit, bring the blood flow back into the ankle, back into the knees. Perfect. Good. And now with the next inhale, lift your right leg up, bend your knee, lift the hip. As you exhale, warrior 2, step your right foot between your hands. Outer edge of the left foot pressing into the floor, left toes, let's say 45-degree in. Bend your front knee. Again, just to make sure you are in the right position, if there is no one around you to adjust you, straighten both legs, lift both arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring your arms parallel to the floor. Look towards the right fingertips. And don't do anything, just bend your right knee, okay? Your upper body is not moving anywhere. You're just bending your right knee. Good. Stay there, breathe in. The back leg is still engaged. Lift the inner edge of the back foot. Breathe in. And let's move a little bit. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand on the straight leg. There is no weight on the left hand. If you're not sure, place your hand on your lower back. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, side angle. Press your elbow against your knee. If it's too much, you can rest your elbow on your thigh. But this is the easier version, so if you feel you're ready to go further, press your elbow against your knee and reach forward. Okay, let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, warrior 2. Bend your front knee even more. Look towards the right fingertips. As you exhale, left hand on the lower back or on the left leg. And try to reach the wall which was behind you until now. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, side angle. Press your elbow against your knee, reach up or forward. Enjoy that you create lots of space in the side. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, side angle. Beautiful. And last time, inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, back to warrior 2. As you exhale, side angle. Beautiful. Stay there for a breath. Right fingertips on the floor, inside of your right foot. Left hand on the floor. And as you're lifting your left heel off the floor, keep both hands inside of your right foot and walk your hands a little bit closer to the back foot. Palms flat. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, move the chest a little bit forward and a little bit back, like someone pulling your left heel back, okay? Shift your body weight back and forward a couple of times. Slowly bending your elbows. Squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Chest is traveling close to the floor. Keep your chest close to the floor. Shift your body weight back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Nice. Do it a couple of more times. If it's too much, please drop the left knee. Stay there for 2 more breaths. Nice. Beautiful. One more breath there. Stay there. Allow your elbows to be bent. Perfect. And as you exhale, slowly walk both hands towards the center of the mat. Nice. Let's stretch a little bit the inner thigh muscles. So breathe in here, both legs are straight. Turn your toes just a fraction in, heels out. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. Exhale out, bend your knee. Inhale, both legs straight. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Perfect. And again, 3 more times on each side. Breathing in, both legs straight. If you want to interlace the fingers behind you, lift your hands up, feel free. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. Exhale out, deepen the bend. Inhale, both legs straight. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Try to reach the floor with the belly button, okay? Inhale, both legs straight. Bend your left knee. Soften, 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 soften. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Hands on the floor, that's perfectly fine. So don't stress yourself if hands behind you is not your cup of tea today. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knee. Breathing in. As you exhale, bend your other knee. Inhale. Nice. Now both legs are straight. Breathe in. And slowly lower your hands on the floor if your hands been behind you. And with the next breath, walk your hands back towards the back edge of the mat. Come into downward facing dog. And with the next inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Lift the hip. Nice. Breathe in. Get ready for warrior 2. As you exhale, step your left foot between your hands. And again, bend your front knee. And feel free to adjust the position, both legs straight, both arms reaching up. And as you exhale, bring your arms parallel to the floor, bend your front knee. That's it. Move your left knee a little bit like someone standing behind you and pulling your knee a little bit back. Breathe in here. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand on your lower, back on the straight leg. Lift your left arm up and slightly bit behind you. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, side angle. Press your elbow against your knee. Reach up or reach forward. And again, inhale. Arms parallel to the floor, warrior 2. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Keep the back leg engaged. Lift the inner arch of your back foot. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. As you exhale, side angle. Nice. 2 more times. In your own pace, in your own time. Inhale, warrior 2. Follow your breath. As you exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, side angle. Beautiful. Last time. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, side angle, pressing your elbow against your knee. Reach forward, lengthen, open, breathe. And with the next breath, left hand on the floor, inside of your left foot. Right hand on the floor. Lift your right heel. Nice. And again, lizard preparation. Walk your hands closer to you. And as you shifting your body weight back and forward, your chest slowly traveling towards the floor. Bending your elbows. I didn't mention on the other side, but at one point if you feel your body is happy to go further forward, just drop your elbows, lower your elbows, your forearms on the floor, and feel free to stay in this pose for a couple of breaths. Shift your body weight back and forward. Squeeze your elbows in, elbows traveling towards each other. Nice. One more breath. Walk your hands towards the center of the mat. Get ready for horse stance or goddess pose. Walk your feet a little bit closer towards each other. Bend your knees, come up to standing. Turn your toes out, ankles underneath your knees. Breathing in here. Find the stillness. And as you exhale, press your palms against your inner knees, okay, inner thighs. Is still a hip opening, so push your knees backwards, breathe in, and as you exhale, turn the chest towards the right. Nice. Inhale, chest back to the center. As you exhale, turn the chest towards the opposite direction. Breathing in here. As you exhale, turn the chest to the right. Press the left palm against your left inner thigh. Inhale. As you exhale, twist to the left. You're activating your right arm, pushing your right knee back. Inhale. As you exhale, twist. Feel free to sit a little bit deeper. Inhale. As you exhale, turn the chest towards the side and towards the sky. One more time on each side. Breathing in. As you exhale, turn the chest. Enjoy the twist. Inhale. As you exhale, twist, creating space, softening. Beautiful. Next inhale, back to the center. Lower your hands on the floor. Turn your toes slightly bit in, heels a little bit out. Interlace the fingers behind the neck, elbows close to each other, arms super heavy, and just hang. Feel free to fidget a little bit. Swing your upper body either direction. Stay here or interlace the fingers behind you. Try to reach the floor with your hands. Breathe in here. Nice, and as you exhale, hands on the floor, walk your hands back towards the short edge of the mat, downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog with tiny taps, walk your feet forward, bending your knees, heels super high, bum sitting on your heels, chin close to the chest. Feel the pose. And after a breath, lower your bum on the floor and roll onto your back, lifting both legs up towards the sky. Flex your feet. Lift both arms up, interlace your fingers, just the first two fingers pointing up towards the sky. Breathe in here. Now with the next inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Try to reach the sky with the fingertips. Perfect. Lower the left leg towards the floor without touching the floor and bring your arms outside of the straight leg, the right leg, okay? Inhale, lift your legs, lift your arms. Back to the center. If you want, with every inhale, you can rest your head and shoulders on the floor. Otherwise, keep them lifted. As you exhale, other side. Lower the right leg and twist next to the left leg. Okay? Inhale, lift, 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 lift. As you exhale, lower the left leg, twist to the right. Try to lift both shoulder blades off the floor. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. As you exhale, twist to the left. Perfect. Inhale, back to the center. As you exhale, lower the left leg, twist towards the right. Try to lift the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. As you exhale, lower the right leg, twist towards the left. Good, nice. Inhale, lift, 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 reaching up. As you exhale, twist to the right, left leg almost touch the floor, but it's not touching the floor. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. As you exhale, lower the right leg and twist towards the left. Perfect. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. And as you exhale, twist to the right. If you start to feel your head is too heavy, neck is too sore, right hand behind the head, okay? Inhale, back to the center. As you exhale, twist to the left, and in this case, left hand behind your head, okay? Inhale, lift. Let's do 5 more times on each side. As you exhale, twist to the right, lift both shoulder blades. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, twist towards the left. The right leg almost on the floor, but not touching the floor. Inhale, lift. Watch your thoughts, how they are changing. As you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. As you exhale, twist towards the left. Yes, we're strengthening the abdominal region because it's super important to support your lower back. Inhale, 3 more times. Try not to give up, okay? As you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. As you exhale, twist to the left. Nice. Almost there. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, twist to the right, left leg almost on the floor. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. As you exhale, twist to the left, right leg almost touch the floor, both shoulder blades lifted. And this is the last one. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale. As you exhale, twist to the left. And now your abdominal muscles really deserve, the front of the body really deserve a nice stretch. So let's move into fish position. Lift the bum, slowly place your hands underneath your bum, your palms facing down, legs are straight. And slowly bring your elbows close to each other, lifting the chest. Imagine you are lying on the beach and you supporting yourself with your elbow, lifting the chest. Perfect. Lift the chest, press your elbows into the floor, and allow your head just to fall back, okay? If it's too much for the neck, please keep looking forward or looking up, or allow your head just to hang. Stay there, press your elbows into the floor, lift the chest, breathe in. And let's practice 3 lion breaths, okay? Breathe in here. And as you exhale, open your mouth, stick your tongue out, and exhale out. Exhale out all of the tension. What you had in your mind in the previous little sequence, exhale it out 2 more times. Breathe in. As you exhale. And last time, breathing in. Exhale out, stick your tongue. Close your eyes. Close your mouth. Lift the chest. Breathe there. 1 more breath. And slowly, slowly release the pose. Chin next to the chest. Move your elbows away from each other. Lie down on your back. Bring your knees close to the chest. And slowly bring your knees very, very close to your armpits. Lift the soles of the feet towards the sky. Hands behind your knees, on the ankle, on the outer edge of your feet. Breathe in here. Rock side to side couple of times. Happy baby position. And as you exhale, simply just start to straighten your legs. Open your legs as wide as it is possible. Keep your feet flexed. Try to reach the sky with your heels. Inhale back to happy baby, knees traveling towards your armpits, soles of the feet facing towards the sky. As you exhale, straighten your legs, open your leg wide, 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 wide. Good. 2 more times. Inhale back to happy baby, knees close to your armpits, soles of the feet facing up towards the sky. As you exhale, legs wide and long. Beautiful. Inhale back to happy baby. Knees towards your armpits. As you exhale, straighten your legs. Good, and let's stay there for 3 or 4 breaths. If your legs are super heavy, if this position challenging you, rest your elbows on the floor, support your leg with your hands, or keep your hands as they been, or rest your hands on your inner thighs if you want to give a little extra weight for the legs. 2 more breaths there. Stay still or rock side to side is really up to you. Always feel free to fidget a little bit. Experiment with your body. Feel your body. Last breath there. And last position is Shavasana. Slowly bring your legs together. Bend your knees. Extend your legs. Open your legs and arms nice and wide. Have a nice breathe. Inhale through your nose. Exhaling out through your mouth. Breathing in and exhaling out. Release every tension from the body, from the mind, from the heart. Last time, breathing and exhaling out. Watch the weight of your feet, the weight of your legs, pelvis, shoulders, arms, hands, head. Whole body is extra, extra soft. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just breathe. Say thank you for your body, following your instructions. Say thank you for yourself dedicating this almost 1.5 hours for yourself, for your well-being. And it's not just because of your well-being. As you practice yoga mindfully, following the breath, you start to really tune into the present moment. You start to forget your issues regarding the past and the future. And when you're realizing the perfection, the beauty of the present moment, you're quieting your mind. You're bringing more peace inner peace within you. And as you are leaving the mat, you're taking this inner peace with you. And you getting a little bit more content, more kind, with more conscious with other people, and maybe less reactive. And because other people will feel more heard and loved, they will spread exactly the same energy. So it seems I'm just doing this 1.5 hours for my body because I want to be stronger or more flexible, but realistically, you're looking after yourself, you're loving yourself, and that's the only way we can change the world, because when we are content and happy, other people will be content and happy around us. If you want to live in a better world, look after yourself. Take care about yourself. Stay in this pose for as long as you want. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste.